first place TECC Racing, worth $350. The Screaming Wheelies, Steve Brennan, J.D. Ford, Mark Essinger, and Kevin Greer. No one from Screaming Wheelies. Okay. Second place, Lightweight Superbike. This is worth $500. Ante, Colin Fowler, Mike Case Jr., and Robert Bradlaw.
First off, I'd like to thank CMRA for this tremendous series. They really do a good job. Honda of Houston, Michelin Tires, excellent program, and Lone Star Metal Works, my wife, for letting me do this all year. It's been great, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
And first place, Lightweight Superbike. Came this close to having a perfect season. Worth $750, Faltless Racing. Eric Falt, LaRoy, Montgomery, Breen.
Harvey, you didn't get none?
No, I didn't buy one.
I'd like to thank the CMRA for having us get our little lightweight twin and go up there and bust it up with the big guys. And M4 exhaust, Michelin tires, Action Suzuki Company work there. Thanks everyone else, guys.
Anybody that's been here many years or for the last several seasons know that they don't get away without me saying something. I want to say thanks to all the officials, the first family of the CMRA, and I know a lot of people come and go. I'm retiring. Exxon Valdez, you don't have me to kick around anymore. I just want to say thanks. It's been a lot of fun, and great seasons to all the rest of you to continue on. Thank you.
Okay, congratulations, Faltless Racing. Now we go to a medium weight super stock. Third place in class, worth $350, is Speedy Gonzales.
Yeah! Forgot Speedy.
I just want to thank CMRA for putting on a real good program. We had a lot of fun this year. This is our first year doing the whole series, and we had a real good time. Thank Chris Reed of CR Signs. He rode with us at the 8 hour, helped us out a lot. Lockhart Phillips, David Michelin, and everybody. Thanks to all my family for coming out. We had a good time. They came out to a lot of the events. So, thanks, guys.
Second place in medium weight super stock, worth $500. 1-800 Crotch Rocket. Chuck Ergel, Randy Robinette, and Micah Stevenson.
M4 exhaust, LaRoy Montgomery for helping us out. This is kind of a great time and it's a sad time. David and I are not going to be back here next year. We're going to take a year off, but I want to thank DNS Honda for supporting us the last couple of years. Specifically Dave Cook for letting me talk him into this in 1994, following me around. And John Jankowski for coming on board this year and helping keep us in line. and giving us a throwdown bike periodically. But I want to thank the CMRA. It's just been a lot of fun. We're by no means getting out of this permanently, but you put on a great program, a great endurance series. I just want to see it keep growing and growing. But it's hard to think about not being here next year. And all you young guys see this right here? You've been chasing this the last 2 years.
All right, congratulations, DNS Racing. We'll go to the medium weight superbike. Third place in class, $350 go to Bent Racing.
I just want to thank everybody once again. We had a fabulous year. Every weekend was filled with fun and excitement and lots of memories. I want to thank David Hirsch, Michelin Tires, helping us out this season. He ran a great community program for the CMRA Endurance Series.
Thank you, because it's my name on the check.
I want to thank Factory Duty Components, Sprocket Specialist, Quick Science in Austin, and Calvin Klein for donating these. We had a good time. We'll see you guys next year.
Be sure to visit those guys on the internet. They're occupying a lot of server space. Medium weight superbike second in class, $500 goes to No Homeless.
I just love all these racing people, and I enjoyed racing with Harry and Scott and Ty and Todd and Frank and Mike. Dude, I never got to race with him, he's too far ahead. And, I want to give Frank my appreciation. I've known him for 20 years. He's been my buddy ever since. And met Connie and Charles and all the good people we met in the pits. It was really, really important. And of course, Beth. She started me out, took the handlebars off my motorcycle and threw it in the back seat of my car 25 years ago. We've been racing ever since. I don't know why she puts up with it, but I love her anyway.
I'd like to thank RAS and Motor Liberty and Sherman Power Sports and all the people that helped us keep a bike on the racetrack. And I'd like to thank God also. We had a couple trying times, both on the track and in getting to Topeka this last time. We had a really close call, and he had his hand on us all the way there. We're going to present this check to the Grayson County Homeless Shelter. Beth's got some words to say about that. But anyhow.
I want to thank all of y'all for buying t-shirts and stickers and stuff at the track. I know you think this is kind of weird, but all the money that these guys have raised, and this is going to go a long way, plus all those folks that bought t-shirts and stickers and stuff, that money goes to our shelter, which is people that are trying to get back on their own. This money is going to be specified for prescription medication and for daycare for the children, for the parents that live there that try to go to work and can't have a place to keep their kids till they get a job. And this is going to go a long way. So y'all come see us next year and buy those t-shirts and stuff. Your money's doing really good. David Hirsch pulled money out of his pocket at the last race in Topeka and gave it to the shelter, and I know a lot of y'all have too. So thanks a bunch, and come see us, and it's great racing with all of you.
And the winners in medium weight superbike, and also placing third overall in the series, G-Man Racing, Harry Tomlinson.
He's got a list. He's got a paper. He's in a car.
Here we go. All right, All right, I've never lost for words here.
Team owner. We got to thank some people. First, the guy with the camera there at Honda West, Randy Simmons, been a big help to us all year. JT Motorsports, not just the guys that won here, but their whole shop. They were a big help to us for 2 years. LaRoy, where are you at M4? Island Racing, David Hirsch. Extreme Motorsports, Kelly Moody. EBC, Gary Gallagher. Factory Tuning Components. Vance and Leathers. Valvoline. All the CMRA race crew. Mike wanted to especially thank Larry, the crash truck driver. He knows him real well now. Our race crew, Tommy Keeling, Terry, our lovely wives, Stephanie, Melissa. Without them, we couldn't have done it. My son, Garrett. And our competitors. JT Motorsports, we want to congratulate them. No Homeless, they've been great to race with. Of course, the Bent Boys, what can we do without them? DNS and everybody else. But the CMRA crew has been great for 2 years. We really appreciate it. And we do have to say goodbye to our walrus here. He is saying goodbye. This is his swan song. He's going to go off to bigger and better things. And so we'd like to give him a round of applause.
They forgot their...
Okay, limited super stock. 3rd place and 2nd overall in the series. I don't know how that happens. But Team Green 3D, Dalton Hamilton, Don Hawkins, Mitch Ballard, and Greg Abbott.
We had a great season until Topeka, but it's still the most fun you can have with your clothes on, so I'm not going to complain a whole lot. We did have a great season. This is the first time that we rode together. Let's see whose name's on it. Thank you very much. You just hold it. We put a team together and worked through Kawasaki and got sponsorship through them. First time I've ever done anything like that. This team didn't even race together the first half of the season. Dalton decided he wanted to test the gravity in turn 6 in the wet and spent the first half of the season with a broken collarbone. But anyways, we had a really good time, and I'm not retiring. They would like me to, but I will be back. And, we're ready to have some fun next year. I want to thank Dalton Hamilton for riding half the season, and Mitch, obviously, for riding the whole season. Appreciate it. Did a great job. I'm the one that tossed it away, by the way. Steven, where's Steven? Steven Craig worked his butt off in the pits and helped us out tremendously. Kept his arm around me and kept me awake in the crash truck in Topeka. I appreciate that. So does my wife. Kawasaki, Grapevine Kawasaki, Bell helmets, they work. AirTech bodywork holds up extremely well while going across the ground. Lockhart Phillips, Bellray Fluids, RK chains, Renthal sprockets, Michelin. Thank you, David. Those tires last the race. And congrats to JT Motorsports, also to G-Man, to our class competitors. I don't know how we end up 3rd in class and 2nd overall either, but Motorcycles International and Team Texas, you know, you guys, you made a great year, and I love this, and I will be back, and we'll be ready to play next year. Thank you.
Okay, 2nd place, Unlimited Superstock, and 5th overall in the series, Motorcycle International, Rick Howard, Steve Nance, and Paul Mitchell.
Yeah, I want to thank Motorcycles International, helped us out on the Triumph this year. Everybody thought the bike was going to be not as competitive as it was. Unfortunately, we had some problems at the end of the year. Maybe we'll be back on it next year, maybe on a T6. So look out middleweight class, we may be there. I want to thank all the CMRA people. Sherry, my girlfriend, she has been working with the CMRA the last 2 years. If you guys ever think that these guys don't do a hell of a job, come out and work for one weekend. They're all weekend. You don't leave till 9, 10 o'clock Sunday. These guys do a hell of a job. I think they definitely deserve a round of applause.
Okay, first place in Unlimited Superstock, also 4th overall in the series. Team Texas, Larry Locklear, Bill LeSueur, and Scott Crawford.
Scott Crawford, Mr. Crawford, David Rash of D&D, Mike, the Michelin guys, Bob and Kevin, Dick Thompson and Randy Simmons of Honda West, my wife Eve Radinger, Sylvaline, Bob and Micah Stevenson, Johnny Landers, and the Crash Clinic. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Team Texas, one of the only 2 teams to win more than 1 overall endurance race this year. Now move on to Unlimited Superbike. 3rd place and $350 goes to Team Bear. Guy Jones, Phil Young, Tim Molesky, Eric Hawkins, and Scott Dennis.
I'd like to thank, and it's got it, yeah.
You got to give me credit for a lot of endurance teams in one season.
Well, the hardest riders we know. Again, I'd like to thank the CMRA. They're probably the best, well not probably, they are definitely the best program in the whole United States. So Phil and I have run around, done some nationals and some other stuff over the last 6-7 years, and there's nothing better than the CMRA. So I always congratulate those folks, doing a great job. I'd like to talk to some of our sponsors, RES, Eurosport, Race Tech, AFAM, David Michelin, was giving us some good tires to ride off of, 4 and 6, and Mike Chronic Sauce. And Phil, and 2 of our riders couldn't be here, Tom Molesky and Eric Hawkins, both of them are recuperating. I got enough recuperation to make it here. It's been one of the hardest years I've ever had racing, and I found a couple things. Bigger's not always better, and wear your safety equipment. So, thanks a lot, we appreciate it.
Everything you guys said about the CMRA, you guys are a bunch of special folks, which you really are. We don't get a chance to get up here too often and say that. We've seen enough of us, but we really mean it too. And it's just an awesome group. Like I said, we've been to other clubs before. No one's really a family like you guys are. The Awesome Brothers family, our pit marshals, our corner workers, we never get a chance to tell them thank you. And you know that you're special members when you're really hurting, you don't even have a rider, and you got another team that's fighting for their class championship, and they take time. GM Racing did it for us, and they lent us Scott Dennis, and we couldn't have done this without Scott.
No, you have him.
And I know all you guys know this, and you're all thinking about it too, but you got to thank your wives. I got to thank mine and girlfriends for doing so much for us. Thanks, everybody.
Second place in Unlimited Superbike Endurance. Texas Motorsports, Steve Owens, Pat McGuire, James Coyner, and Darren Bem.
We just want to know if Locklear is going to get the award for best showmanship. First of all, to God be the glory, and then thank Him for letting us have as much fun as we did this year. It's the only thing that kept us going is having the fun, and it was fun racing with you guys, every one of you. Thank you.
I just want to thank God, my wife, and I just want to know everybody, I got first place, I got my new kid over here. First kid, oh boy. Next generation of women.
And first place in Unlimited Superbike, also your overall championship winners. JT Motorsports, Aaron Spatel, Mike Steinman, Scott Foster, Mark Scott, Kevin Tate.
You guys might not know this, you could probably tell I'm not from around here. Hold this up higher, there you go. I spent 3 years living in Dallas and started racing with you guys. You might have known us as Team Skid a few years ago, had a great time. Recently had to move back up north, family support I suppose. We have our new son. And I just love this club so much I have to come back down here every month to race with you guys, catch a plane. You guys are the best. I have some sponsors I'd like to thank. Of course, Alan Taylor at JT Motorsports. M4 exhaust. That bike we were running was a box stock motor. All we did was put a pipe on it, and that thing was a screamer. It was great. Michelin tires. The Bid Bugs program was awesome. Helped get us through the season. And, Sharkskin's bodywork helped us out at the end of the year after all of us had our little incidents there and wadded it up. I also really want to thank all the other teams that were riding with us this year. We went out there, basically had very little pit help, and just about every race we had some of our neighbors in the pits helping us out, and that just shows how good this club really is, that we're competitive, but we're really also sportsmen, and that's the greatest thing about this club. Thank you.
Who says you can't win practice? All we've done this year is practice, supposedly. We really weren't even going to be in the series this year.
Don't start that.
Decided we were just going to practice the first race, and sometimes it's just better to be lucky than good. I'd like to thank the same sponsors that we've already thanked: JT Motorsports, Sharkskins, M4, of course, Michelin. I don't know, did we ride Michelin? Yeah, we rode Michelin. we varied. Michelin's there, great tires. I got to ride on those and Pirellis, and if I had my preference, well, those black brown tires, they work great. I'd also like to thank Connie. This is a little thing on the side. Connie for coming, and Amy for coming to all the national races for Crotch Rocket. I don't know if y'all realize it, but Connie scored for us all year long. You know, if you're going to have a score, you can't have a better score. Nationals the past few years, and, coming back to the CMRA, and there's no organization out there that has anything over the CMRA. This is the best organization to race for. There's none other that can even compete. The nationals are fine, but what can you say? It's better to be home with your family. Thanks.
Okay, back to door prizes.
Great season.
Everybody's familiar with what a fantastic public speaker I am. If you've ever suffered through one of my riders' meetings, so we'll keep it as brief as we can. But as the race director, I'm in a position to know the job some of these workers are doing, so I volunteered to come up here and recognize these people. We'll start off with they're listed as safety directors, but they're really just kind of right-hand men. This one guy doesn't get a lot of respect, but he'll do anything for you. He always shows up, and you can plug him into almost any position. His name's John Whitfield. This other fellow I'm real familiar with. He's sort of like the track troubleshooter. I can send him to any situation and get a good report and know what's going on. It's my son, Robert Brothers. The guy who covers the other half of the track, in kind of the same capacity, is Barry McMahon. He's back there. Okay, under race control, we've had several people do it. One race, Daniel Vasquez did it for us. And up in Topeka, Mike Kern did the job for the first time, and he did a real good job. And our favorite controller, I have to say, it was Ted Van Lanningham. If you had a scanner and were listening, you know this guy has really got his stuff together. And he'll be with us most of the year next year, I hope. Okay, we'll go on to gatekeepers. This is a real fun, thankless job. And they don't get to see any of the racing. They just stand out there at the gate. One guy who did it for us was Pat McDonald from Santa Brothers. Becky Metters, the sharp little lady you saw at the season. My sister-in-law, Regina Compton. And Heather Thomas. I might add that Claire does a lot of gatekeeping too. Okay, after you get through the gate, next thing that happens is registration. And in registration, you'll meet my wife, Connie Brothers.
From the rest of the world? Well, it looks like Texas lost the Red River Challenge race. So, first place in novice, Craig Montgomery. First place for Texas novice is Paul Padron.
First of all, I'd like to thank Jim Bishop for not racing in the Red River Challenge. Things went a little smoother because of that. And a couple of places back in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, and Suzuki and Cycle South. Paul Padron, who's not here tonight, has let me crash in his trailer a couple of times, and his tuners helped me out a little bit. And most of all, David Hirsch at Michelin. I'm not the most well-funded racer in the CMRA, and there's a couple of times I've brought some smoked Michelin pilots to him, and he's mounted them up without saying anything. So, thanks, David.
Okay, and in expert, first place Red River Challenge goes to Sam McDonald, Sopoka, Oklahoma. And first place for Texas in Red River Challenge would be Ty Howard.
Every once in a while, you gotta let the other states win so they'll keep playing.
Okay, now we're going to go to the CMRA Novice Sprint Championships. And the way we got it set up, some people won multiple awards. So when we call your name, you're going to be getting all of your awards and trophies at one time, Jim. So you might want to bring somebody to help you carry those. But okay, first on the list, the winner of the Lightweight Superstock Championship, Ray Baker Jr. Oh, no Ray. Those are smokers. Okay, next on the list, this guy was first in heavyweight twins, second in unlimited superstock, third in heavyweight superbike, and second in heavyweight GP. And I also understand he's a pilot for TWA. I don't know how that affect your travel plans. It's going to be Mitch Ballard.
I got to say something about David Hirsch. I actually was thinking about all the people I wanted to thank when I got up here, and I forgot to write it down, just like I forgot to top off the fuel tank a few times. But David Hirsch, I tell you, you talk about customer support. If you do this at all, you know that when you prep your bike and you're getting to the races and stuff, there's always snags. Somebody doesn't come through, they don't get the part on time. This guy how many times? 3, 4 times? Called me at home after the races and said, hey, you forgot to fill out your contingency stuff. Give me the information, I'll fill out that form and send it in. And I always got my bid buttons. Number 1 on my list. Next guy on the list, LaRoy Montgomery, M4 exhaust. Super customer support, always there for me, great advice. They built a super product. Probably the only thing I did to my bike all year that took it out of the box, bolted it up, it went right on, fit perfect, worked great, lasted a long time, made tons of horsepower. The rest of the people I have to thank, Sharkskins. Another guy, Max McAllister, he's not a local guy here, but he helped me set up my suspension over the season. Great customer support. Can't say enough about the suspension stuff that he does. Did I say Sharkskins, ProTech, who else? No. My endurance teammate, great support from him all season long, kept me going all through the season when I got frustrated. Don Hawkins, one other guy, or actually the family that I have to thank. These guys, I surely wouldn't have this, I probably wouldn't be racing if it wasn't for Dalton Hamilton and his wife Susanna. From the very time they couldn't be here. Those of you who know Dalton is kind of the heartbeat of this whole sport for me. I mean, he loves this stuff more than food, I think. But without him, throughout the very beginning support, he's been great, and I have to say thanks to those guys. And one more thing, I have to kind of get rattling here, don't I? I want to thank all the racers because experts, novices alike, the competition was intense, and without exception, throughout the whole season while I was racing, nobody ever chopped me or cut me, or there was no bad sportsmanship on the track, and that's a few notable exceptions. But and I just want to thank everybody for being safe and good friends and good competitors on the track. Thanks.
I want to thank all the Hawk riders who answered my dumb questions and helped me get this. Thank you.
Okay, and then this next guy, he really racked up some hardware. He showed what a determined individual with an old, obsolete Honda CBR could do. Even when he got knocked down, he got right back up, and he was at the next race, and that equaled a whole lot of championships. First in medium weight super stock, first in heavyweight super stock, first in medium weight superbike, first in heavyweight superbike, first in heavyweight Grand Prix. Jim Bishop.
Track stuff is easy. This is nervous. I guess the same thing everyone said. The CMRA program is great. You know, being a new guy and all, I don't think we compare it to, but I haven't had to race in the dark yet. So thanks, Charles. Everything works well. Also, my wife. Wouldn't be any races without her. I'd still be talking about it and thinking about it. So she actually encouraged me to actually do it. So thanks. Look what we got. Not a good financial return, but I'd also like to thank M4 exhaust. Like I said, I was able to win on a bike that no one's really racing anymore. So pipe worked great. Worked really good, real durable. LaRoy's always there. Who else? Oh, Bill. Ice Motorsports. Thanks. He's always there. Always has done my 3D Cycles in Austin, Will Little there, also Tire Socks, they help me out. The contingency guys who stood up to the plate and helped novices out also. ProTech, Suzuki, EBC, help us rookies out, they're real good help. I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody. Dave, for all that cool print I got. I probably should have written something else. Who am I forgetting? Everybody. Fit Racing. Giant Todd, moral support, they're always there. Thanks for the plus I never used. Also, I want to say something thanks to, for pending next year's new sponsor, new guy who stepped up and substantially helped us out. Thunder Sports Racing will make a big impact next year and help us out a whole lot. Looking forward to getting out there with those guys, Ty Howard and such. I'm sure I can learn something if I can keep them in sight. But I guess that's about it. But thanks a lot.
Next on the list is third place in medium weight twins, Sean Brown. Sean Brown. Okay. Then we'll jump down to second place in lightweight sportsman, Josh Center. Okay, moving right along. Third place in medium weight classic and second place in lightweight superstock, John Craig.
Well, to those who know me, call me Steve. Joined kind of administrator. My first name. I typically go by Steve. I'll see if I can do something like that next year. This is truly an honor for me. This is my first year to race anything, and given the bike that I raced, the old War Katana that I took off the street, it's all stock. I was very impressed with this performance. It held together for me well. I've used it to death. But I don't think I could have done it without several people helping me. First of all, I'd like to thank God for helping to keep me upright, moving around the track, and without incident. Almost. But I kept it. I'd also like to thank my lovely wife, Samira, and my family for giving me all the support and backing that I needed. CMRA, all the racers, for putting on a great show and making all this happen. Without, of course, CMRA, this wouldn't be. David Hirsch with Michelin, giving me the stick that I need to get around the track. Team Green, Mitch, Ballard, Don Hawkins, and Dalton for taking me under their wing, letting me be a part of a really great team and a bunch of great guys. Give me all the encouragement and support that I need as well. And I'd also thank Ty Howard, Sam McDonald, and Greg Abbott for putting on a great show of talent and some inspirational races. Thank you.
First in medium weight twins, second in medium weight GP, and second in lightweight twins, Charles Culpepper. Okay, third in lightweight superstock, Sean Edwards. Okay, third in lightweight sportsman, Mark Essinger. Second, heavyweight twins, James Coiner.
Alright, every time I get out there to race, you know, I have a little talk with God and I always tell him, I say, God, you know, I'm real selfish. You know, I just want to have the fun out of it. I want to give you the glory. So this is for you. I'd like to thank my wife, I'd like to thank my son, and pat my fire when I can. Without him, I wouldn't be here. Thank you. Okay, first in lightweight sportsman, third in lightweight classic, and third in medium weight GP, Blake Lair.
First of all, I'd like to thank my dad for building a great bike and having it run in every race. I'd like to thank Ace Exhaust, building a great pipe. I'd like to thank Honda of Houston.
Okay, we're about halfway through that list. We're going to break it up with some more raffle prizes. 048. 048. No, winner. 588. 588.
We're going to meet all up at the room later on tonight.
Where are we going?
Okay.
And 479. 479? Okay. Oh, you got to string it out so everybody sticks around. Okay, back to the list of the CMRA Novice Champions in the Sprint Series. This guy's going to collect some hardware. Second in medium weight super stock. First in unlimited super stock. Second in medium weight super bike. Second in unlimited super bike. Craig Montgomery.
Again, I'd like to thank David, $300, pretty cool. I don't know if anybody knows it or not, but Lance Orr went expert in the middle of the year. He'd probably be getting first place for unlimited super stock. And when he made the decision to move up, we thought, we're like, what is this guy smoking? And he has just come on like a madman. I don't know if they have an award for like Rookie of the Year, but he'd be it. Thanks.
Here's one of my favorite novices. This man riding really a bike that isn't exactly your first choice of a race bike. Riding a Honda VFR 750, or I like to call it a poor man's RC45. Third in unlimited super stock, third in unlimited super bike, John Mundy.
First of all, I have to say I thank my fiance for tolerating it. CMRA for the effort and the joy that I've had this year. It's definitely been an absolutely great season. Dave for glamorizing me, and definitely Michelin Tires. I've had a great time. We'll be back next year.
Well, this guy's only picking up one trophy, but he's making it count. First in unlimited superbike, John Norris.
I'd just like to thank some people who helped me out through the year. Dell Love during the off season, trying to get me up to speed and ready to try and win a championship. Lance Orr helped me out through the year with suspension. Chris Robinson. All my competitors, Craig Montgomery, Paul Padron, all they were ready to help out when I needed a hand or I needed spare parts. Pretty much all the guys I raced against, and the CMRA. Thanks a lot.
Okay, third place medium weight super stock, second place heavyweight super stock, third place medium weight super bike, and third place heavyweight GP, Paul Padron. Okay, second place in lightweight mini, Robin Reeves. Second place in lightweight superbike, second place in medium weight twins, Jay Smith. First in lightweight superbike, first in medium weight GP, and first in lightweight twins. The hat trick goes to Michael Suter.
Well, they're not here, but I'd like to thank the people from Eurosport Cycle that helped out, Martha and Tony Lewis and Randy Smith. I'd also like to blame Tony for this. He taught me into racing at the ripe old age of 41. I'd like to thank Mike Rollins with Florida for his help, and thank my wife for putting up with all of this all year. And yes, we'll finish the bathroom and put in the sprinkler system.
Third in lightweight superbike, third in lightweight twins, Jeff Swan. Okay, third in heavyweight superstock, second in heavyweight superbike, Derek Thomas.
Everyone talks about CMRA being a family, and I appreciate the effort and support I've gotten from a lot of local racers, a lot of friendly faces that I see here. And I will see you in experts on my way up, brother. Good luck.
Okay, taking the championship in lightweight mini is Jim Weir.
What can I say? It's quite an honor to be up here. First year racing, championship lightweight mini. I'd like to thank especially the CMRA for putting on production 50 races. Ray Baker Jr. for supplying me with the fastest bike I think out there. And all the other races for giving me something to shoot for. Thank you.
Third place in lightweight mini novice, Nick Wimbauer. Okay, and the last novice champion, third in heavyweight twins, Scott Weiniger. Okay, that completes our all the novice championships. Back to the bowl. Back to the board. Claire, how are we doing on prizes back there? Good. Plenty, okay. 473. 473. Next number, 024. Next number, 502. 502. 502. Amy. Okay, next number, 067. 067, Norm McDonald. And the last number for this round, 008. Double away. Before 8 it was 067. Okay, earlier this year in March, we tried running that new big course at Texas World, and we had a little problem the first time out, and Ryan Smith fell down, and he didn't get back up. And just here at the banquet, we wanted to go ahead and just take a moment of silence to remember Ryan. He was a good friend, and just if you want to think about him for a minute. Okay, and we'll miss Ryan. But on a more positive note, we have a presentation we need to make to another friend of ours that had some bad luck himself this year. That's Justin Metters. And we're not going to make him come up here and talk or anything like that. But we did want to give him this big fat envelope. I'm sure you've noticed I've been carrying it around and everything. But what this is it contains a check from the Hugh Humble Fund in the amount of $4,500. And Yamaha for $500. The raffle put together $593. The catering company tonight threw in $100, and then the silent auction put together $2,653. So this envelope's worth $8,846. Okay, now we're going to go on to the sprint champions in the expert class. And we'll start off with third place Unlimited Superbike and third place Heavyweight GP goes to Rusty Allen. Never Rusty. Third place in Lightweight Sportsman, Jason Anderson. Second place in Lightweight Classic, Joe Chatham. The champion in a medium weight mini, Darren Cooley.
Thanks to people that helped me out a lot. Paul, Martin, Damon Harvey, Jay Deaton, and I'd like to thank my wife for all her support. Thanks.
Second place in Lightweight Mini is Russ Corley. Congratulations, Russ. And every time I mention this guy's name and where he was in this championship, everybody is saying that's a good thing. Everybody's happy this guy won. The champion in the lightweight Grand Prix expert, Kevin Davis. He made every race this season, but didn't make the banquet. So I'm sure he'll get his trophy. Okay, third place in heavyweight mini goes to Jay Deaton.
Jay wanted to thank me for all my help.
Okay, and another racer that put in a bid for a perfect season, but I think came up one race short. But he's the champion in the heavyweight mini class. That's Charles Orville.
Tom Hoover for letting me ride his bike, sprint it, and endurance it. And sorry I crashed it that one time.
The champion and lightweight sportsman expert, Andre Espelot. I don't know if you guys knew or not, but Andre, he helped put together an endurance team for the Willow 24-hour, and they wrote an EX 500 out there, and there's just a bunch of guys that pulled together off the internet, and within a few hours, the guys went through 3 motors, but they didn't quit. They were out, they sent a guy driving 2 hours down to Burbank to find a 4th motor, just in case, but they kept going, and they finished that 24-hour race.
And they had the best lights.
And they had the best lights.
If anybody needs lights, Baja builds HID lights, those ones that are in front of Lincolns and Mercedes. They build them with like a 200-watt bulb, and you can fry bacon at 50 feet. Serious. I mean, guys knew we were coming because their butts got hot. We had a good time out there. We finished 19th out of 22 teams after replacing 2 motors, and it looks like we're going to do it again next year. Thank you.
Okay, second place in lightweight vintage goes to Chris Fox. All right, this guy took second in heavyweight sportsman and the championship in medium weight vintage, and I'm just happy I'm going to pronounce his name right. It's Ronnie Jerry.
First, I'd like to thank my brother Todd. I'm having a really good time doing this hobby with him. Eric Von Kohlberg. Hopefully I'll have more fun with him next year than this year. And my dad for floating me some needed funding. And also Otis Lance for all his technical support. He's a real inspiration.
And to finish out the family, second place in heavyweight mini, Todd Jerry.
I want everyone to know that it was me that messed up Mr. Ergel's perfect season. It was me. I won that race. He was on production 50 though, so I guess that wasn't so impressive. I wanted to thank Eaglet Flight Ops. It's a flight training school that my father runs. I wanted to also thank Jetstar's Courier and Eric Von Kohlberg, my brother Ronnie, and Otis Lance at Lone Star Motorsports for actually agreeing to work on my 1971 175. Thanks a lot.
Okay, Ty over here is real unhappy. He haven't drawn his number yet. So I'm going to throw out a trivia question to Ty about a CMRA member and see if he can get it. All right. Anybody else can get it except for Norm McDonald. Okay, what do all these people have in common? Sam McDonald, Randy Renfro, Dave Sadowski, Ben Bostrom, Dale Quarterly, Thomas Stevens, and Larry Pegman.
They all want AMA champions.
They all won. They're all winners of at least one AMA Superbike race. They all have one AMA Superbike win.
Close.
We'll pick some numbers anyway then. Okay, okay. We're in the right neighborhood. 372.
By one. Right. They missed him by one.
Okay, same there.
The one that we're talking
311. 311 fans? 311?
Don't mix it up.
596. 596. 596. How about 167? 167. All right. Okay, and the last number for this round, 266. 266. Okay, back to the expert sprint champions. Third place in lightweight vintage went to Steve Hessemeyer. Second place in lightweight sportsman, Robert Jarnot.
Yolanda too? Huh?
Did they go with my mom? This is cool. I'd like to thank my wife for putting up with me and giving me all her money so I could go racing. I'd like to thank my friends, you all know who you are. I'd like to thank Dave with Michelin Tires for making time for us slow guys, and CMRA for putting on great races. Thank y'all.
Just a quick informal survey, okay. How many people here, their wife lets them go racing? Okay. How many wives help pay for the racing?
How many wives?
Yeah, how many wives left them because of racing? Now, how many wives actually work on the bike with them?
How many wives think they're faster?
Okay, back to the championships. Second place in heavyweight super stack, Honest Lance.
Actually, I've been doing this stuff for like 18 years. It seems like I've been doing this by now. Anyway, this is just to keep Todd Howard honest. It's kind of crazy. It's been such a long time. I've really enjoyed the CMRA. Actually, I started back when it was CRRC, so it's a little different. But this is where the real fun in road racing really begins. And I have to say that without you guys, this really wouldn't be worth it. People get killed on the streets too often, and you just can't have fun on the street. So thank God there's people like y'all. Thank you.
Okay, second place in lightweight Grand Prix, Preston Landers.
Preston, you've got daughter.
I think Preston's going to like start his first porno movie this weekend or something.
I'm sure Preston would like to thank his dad and Longhorn Motorsports and, what's it, Bill Helmets? Okay, Yeah. Okay, third place in medium weight mini, Carlos Lopez Jr. What are all the mini guys out in the parking lot racing or something? Third place in medium weight vintage, Keith Martin. Third place, lightweight mini, Sean McNeil.
Just quickly thank my sponsors, Russ and Carol Corley. Thank you for providing everything beyond the bike.
Second place in lightweight super stock, my partner and scribe, Brian Norton.
I'd like to thank Michelin and M4, like everybody else it seems like, and Eric and LaRoy for always putting on a good show in the lightweight class, and my wife Kelly, and everybody at the CMRA, including Dave.
Second place in medium weight vintage, Peter Pullman. Go Peter. Okay. Second place in medium weight Grand Prix, Jimmy Weibel. Okay, and the last expert sprint champion, third place in lightweight Grand Prix, third place in medium weight Grand Prix. Ben couldn't be here tonight. He didn't think he was going to win anything and made some commitments he couldn't get out of for this weekend. But he wanted me to thank his sponsors for him. It's Keith Cherry Racing, Howell Racing Fuels, 1-800 Crotch Rocket, JT Motorsports, Red Bull Energy Drink, Sickling, EBC, AFAM, Danny Walker's American Super Camp, Moto Liberty, World Sports, Totally Graphic Designs, Cherry Ridge Deer Ranch, Eden Park, Bill and Angie Barrett, his grandparents, Michael and Bill Himmelsbach, and folks at Blackman Cycles. And he would have forgotten, but he definitely wants to thank his mother. She's a big part of his racing. Ben also wants to thank all the CMRA officials and corner workers, the other racers for pushing them and making them strive for something better. But he wanted me to give these flowers to Charles and Connie Brothers to show his appreciation and for being so responsible in his good announcement he wanted me to make. Just a couple of weeks ago, Ben signed a 3-year deal with Team Bobbly and MGO Suzuki to run AMA Super Sport events and pace events. All right, back to the bowl. How are we doing back there, Claire? Okay. All right, we're going to have to knock out a bunch here. 261. Give a wave if you got it so we can move real fast. 261. There we go. 224. 541. 541. Partnership program with the former affiliate club went straight back to the racers. And I mean, in my opinion, that's the way a club racing organization should be. I mean, all the money goes right back into the club and to the racers. So thus was born the Championship Point Fund, where the top 3 finishes, yeah, you guys know. Okay, 15th in the Point Fund goes to Freddie Halton. $125.
Oh, it went all the way down to 15?
Freddie earned that with first place in lightweight mini and second place in medium weight mini. Check. I like to call these Happy Gilmore checks. Okay, 14th in the point fund, earned with a first place in medium weight classic and third place in medium weight twins, Luther Lowman. Okay, 13th in the point fund, with 2 championships to his name, medium weight twins and medium weight Grand Prix, $200 to Jason Smith.
First, I'd like to thank Eurosport Cycle in Fort Worth. Anybody can keep a Ducati running a whole race season with no brakes, no oil leaks, doing pretty good. I'd like to thank Dave at Island Racing Services. He helped provide quite a bit of tires and tire support for me. I needed that a lot. Thank you, Dave. I'd also like to thank Ben Spees for not showing up every weekend. I'd also like to thank, we've already thanked him once, but Freddie Alton, the club chaplain. A lot of us were, a lot of you are probably born at the racetrack like I was, and been drug around the country pretty much our whole lives, and missed church a lot on Sundays, and Freddie made a lot of inspiration to a lot of us, including me, and I'd like to thank him for everything he did. Thank you. Thank you, my wife Shannon, for letting me do this. Not everybody has a baby between 2 race weekends, but we seem to manage it and make both race weekends. I don't know how. Thank you, baby, and I want to thank good Lord Jesus Christ. Thank you.
And this one, Racing Services added $600 for that. Okay, third place, lightweight twins. Third place, lightweight superbike. First place in lightweight classic, and $250 to Ted Doman.
I'd like to thank Honda of Houston. Those guys have helped me for a number of years.
Speak up.
All right. I'd like to thank Honda of Houston for their help over the years, and also David Hirsch for keeping the hobby class thriving, and those bid bucks, appreciate it. Also, I want to thank my competitors for being fast and encouraging, good combination. And thank all of you all, it's a great club, I'm glad to be part of it.
Second heavyweight Grand Prix, and $300 goes to Scott Foster.
Wow. First, I'd like to thank 1-800 Crotch, Aris Patel, couldn't have made it without him, Jeremy Tiller and Paul Pierce. Okay, Mike, I hear him somewhere. And my wonderful girlfriend, Michelle. And CMRA, this would have been possible. And everybody else, all the racers, this is wonderful. Thanks, guys.
Okay, third place in unlimited superstock, third place in heavyweight superstock, second place in heavyweight superbike, earns $350 for Micah Stevens.
Get back me, Micah.
First of all, I'd like to thank Scott Foster for letting me beat him all these times. And second, there's $350. I'm going to spend some, but I'll put a little bit to my dad because he pays for all my racing and he buys all my tires from old Dave Hirsch over there. He uses little sticky fingers, you know, sometimes. I just really want to thank everybody for, you know, letting me get all this stuff. And I probably had a couple too many beers before I got up here. For being a good friend at the racetrack because they're always fun to hang out with. And I'd like to thank my girlfriend letting me go for all the races too. Thanks. David, my most respect.
Okay, third in heavyweight superbike and the heavyweight twins expert champion. $400 goes to Matt Bonacera.